NBA trade deadline is over. Sixers did nothing slash squatta. What's going on, everybody? What's today? Thursday? Shout out to Thursday before the Super Bowl. Super Thursday. What's going on, everybody? I'll just talk till people get in here. La 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 la. Anyway, I want to go home and watch the Micah Parsons interview. Supposedly, yo, what's up, Jimbo? Supposedly, Micah talk. Brian, can you tell me about the legends of the Jersey Devil and the Pine Barrens? Yeah, there's supposed to be some little devil flying around the Pine Barrens. That actually is probably about. Just look up Batstow Village. I believe they filmed some of that one movie with they're walking around with the camera. What's the name of that movie? What's up, Rolo? Aisha, how are you? What's that horror movie where they're walking around the woods? They based a lot of that and they filmed it back there, which is literally like 15 minutes away from here. Blair Witch. There you go. Bam. Damn. Jimbo's on the money. Yeah, that's what they say. Who knows, man? What's up, Night 3? My question to you people is, do you guys really believe in the Bigfoot? I saw some of them. My Sixers did nothing. My Sixers didn't do anything. Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. What's up, man? How are you, brother? The Sixers did nothing. I know that Durant and the Mavericks were close to happening, but Durant doesn't want to be traded in season. Look out for the Dallas Mavericks to acquire Durant. He's got a year left on his deal. He may want out of here after this year because the Phoenix Suns are a shit show. Sorry to say. Phoenix Suns ownership. Bradley Beal's killing everything in Phoenix. Bradley Beal stinks. He's a scorer, plays no defense, is making ridiculous amount of money. So, Brian, what is your official Super Bowl pick? My official Super Bowl pick. You have to stay tuned on that. Saturday night, I'm going to do a live stream. I thought it was going to be me and Phil, but he didn't tell me why, but he can't make it. So I'll just go ahead and do a live stream. Maybe I'll try and reach out and get a guest. Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Logan Motorsports, what's up? Felix Rojas. Rob A. Bradley is garbage. Yeah, Bradley Beal's an absolute. He's garbage. You're right. Brian, have you watched him interview on DII Sports? No, it just came across. Excuse me. It just came across, so I don't. No cheer for Eagles. You see that Jalen Carter been sick lately? Yeah, I did see that in Night 3. I didn't make a video. I hope my Eagle fans appreciate it because I'm going out of my way not to ruin the week for you guys or bring you guys down. You should enjoy the week. Trey Brown, Chiefs are coming in overconfident. Trey, I don't know. I've been very at ease with knowing the Eagles are going to win. Okay? I mean, that's just what I believe. But the closer it gets, the more I hear people talk. I'm just going to zip it. But I'm trying to give the Eagles fans their week. They deserve this week. All kidding aside, they deserve the week. Do with it what you will. Oscar Perini, what's up, brother? Thank you. Alina, how are you? Thank you. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little off. Matt, you have to spell it right, otherwise your prediction doesn't count. I appreciate your Eagles content. Night 3, I try, brother. I really do. It's very hard when, it's hard to talk to somebody and say anything negative because right now it's really not time for negative. We could all second guess if it don't go right, but Super Bowl, baby, enjoy it. What's the vibe like in Philly right now? Well, I'm in South Jersey, which is outside, but the vibe is hype. Everybody's expecting a win. And what's interesting is they're embracing Mahomes and how great they are. I like the fact that they're in that. If I'm an Eagle fan, I'd rather play a team like Mahomes and the dynasty and trying to shut all that up because that's greatness, right? Philly, um, that touchdown shut up Tom Brady and that dynasty. So now we'll see. I'm on record. And people get offended by this. I'm predicting the Eagles. So why do people get offended? I don't know. All I said was just look at the past. Not many teams lose in the Super Bowl and have a good year the following year. It's not that they're a bad team. It's nothing. It's just the way it goes. So I think the Chiefs after this game are going to come back to earth for a couple years. And then maybe they'll be back. But I think you may see Andy Reid retire. It's just how I see it going. Rob A. I appreciate that, Rob. West Virginia country boy. What's going on, brother? Doesn't matter. Eagles will win in a blowout. Hey, Vinny, what's up? Vinny Hagen's in the house. Better team will beat a better QB. Just ask Washington. Love being the underdog. Yeah, I would. I would too. Daz, what's up, man? You rooting for the Birds? I wouldn't call rooting. I bet the Birds. I think Rob knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure he's bet Dallas. He ain't rooting for Dallas necessarily. I had money to waste. I had money to burn, so I'm burning it. If I lose, I lose. Felix Rojas says Eagles going to win it all. Dallas fans have to just get over their ego, man. It's okay, man. It's okay. Ish Khan, what's up? I believe the Eagles have more physical, just bully ball. Hey, Ish Khan, are you the Ish? The supervisor Ish? Put in the comments. I think we may know the same people. If you're not, my bad. Eagles roster is absurd. I love the under 49. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I like the under, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it'll be interesting to see because they're gonna try and stop the Eagles' run game. Eagles will be at a snail's pace. This game will be at a snail's pace. Wow, Rob Bay made a lot of money off of Dallas last year. You're betting against them, probably. I'm not rooting either. I just think they're a better team. Yeah, it's okay-ish. Well, then we know the same people, bro. I supervised for many years. Jalen Hurts can't beat the Chiefs. Matt Batten. I don't like Matt. I appreciate you, brother, but I don't know that I agree with that. That's not fair. I don't like blanket statements. I come hard on Drew because he does them all the time. I don't like blanket statements. I really can't stand blanket statements. So everyone tries to stop the run. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what's going to be interesting because I do believe the coaching advantage in just my opinion, lies on the Chiefs. And the better quarterback is on the Chiefs. But the last time Jalen was in a Super Bowl, he played, if Eagles would have won the game, he would have won the MVP, which is why I bet $100 on plus 375 for Jalen to win the MVP. Because I do think they're going to slow down Saquon, and they love giving the MVP trophy to the quarterbacks. Let's not forget, Jalen Hurts was winning in the bowl game at Alabama when he got hurt. And then they went to lose the game. Or Oklahoma. Don't underestimate Spags. There you go. Paco the Great. I don't doubt you, bro. Chiefs shut down Barkley. I don't know. How could you be confident that anybody's going to shut down that man? Right now, that man is the best running back on earth. With that offensive line, I think this is the year Eagles win in the fourth quarter. They're going to open it up in the fourth quarter. I know much love and respect. Heard nothing but love being real. Thanks, Ish. Appreciate it. Matt, he outplayed Mahomes. Super Bowl with the exception of the fumble. We literally beat the Chiefs last year. Daz, hit the like. Well, I would give you this, Daz. I would say this. You got a team going for a three-peat. Now, Dallas lost our three-peat, but our three-peat had a different coach. You remember? We didn't have Jimmy Johnson anymore. We were unbelievably banged up, and the Niners went and won it. We were healthy the next year. This is why I always, I have to couch. I'm not even going to go there right now. But anyway, Dallas was not healthy in 94. They did not three-peat. They didn't have a Jimmy Johnson to be there. 95, the health came back, and so did their winning. They won. That was the last. They're trying to go for unbelievable. They're trying to go for a legacy, the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to be tough to beat. So in saying that I'm picking the Eagles, should tell you something. Any person that thinks the Eagles are going to win definitely ship at their house on the game if they're so confident. Once it starts, it's 50-50 who wins. How many yards does Barkley? I would say it all depends what kind of game it is. Buck 40 some. Buck 40 some. The Eagles defense 1,000 times better than that year. I believe that the Chiefs defense is better also though. I do. I believe the key is going to be getting pressure on Mahomes. If you let Mahomes get to his first read, you're not going to win. You need to get pressure on Mahomes. Remember, the Chiefs had an unbelievably injured offensive line in that game. So we'll see. That's going to be that is going to tell everything. If they're going to, if they can take away when Mahomes' first read, then you have a serious chance. I'm putting an ungodly amount of money on the Eagles. Don't estimate our O-line. Daz. Marcus, what's up, Marcus Blackman? How are you, brother? Do you know that South Philly has a Chiefs bar? Yes, I do that. Dominic DeNaro. I do know that. Remember, it was in, I've seen it a few times, but yeah, it does. This is the best O-line I've seen since the 90s Cowboys. Daz, that's really because of one person. I heard a story. It was Howie Roseman. This came from Jane Slater. Daz. Jane Slater at the Super Bowl was talking, and she said Howie Roseman called Jeff Stoutland, and this was right after the season, and said, Jeff, I need you to do something for me. And Jeff's like, I'm on vacation. I usually turn off for like a couple weeks. I really can't do it. He goes, I need you to go look at this player named Jordan Mailata. And he's like, really? Jordan Mailata? So Jeff Stoutland drops what he's doing, leaves his family, goes and watches a workout in the middle of nowhere. And the rest is history. I miss the days of Tony Wise for the Cowboys. I miss the days of the offensive line coach after that, who was really good too, Hudson Houck. Offensive line coaches mean something. The last good offensive line coach Dallas had, Bill Callahan, they ran out of town. So, Jordan Mailata, this is why I tell you hear the guys, and I love these guys. I love them. I love Vox Lombardi and Brian Lombardi, uh, Brian Broadus. I love the guys. Don't get me wrong. But when they're sitting there hammering home, you must take a first round offensive line. You must take a first round offensive line. You must take a first round offensive lineman. I think you're full of crap because you need your offensive line to go find you somebody and coach them up. The Dallas offensive line of the 90s did not have a first round pick on it. And it's arguably, if not the, best offensive line ever to lace them up. So the long story short, offensive line means something. It's a team game, people. If they lose, most likely it ain't going to be because Jalen Hurts lost it for them. If they win, most likely it's going to be because of the offensive line. Allowing Barkley to run, allowing Jalen to run, giving Jalen time to throw, but you're not going to hear that. It's not sexy. Matt, you're allowed to cheer whatever you want, bro. I don't care. How they won great O-line, running game, and top defense. Oscar, we call that a team game exactly. It gets overblown, because people want their stars to be the running back or the quarterback. Nobody really wants to sit there and say, well, Jordan Mailata, you deserve the MVP or the offensive line. They normally don't do that. They're not going to go to Jalen Carter and go, well, Jalen Carter, you sacked Patrick Mahomes 3 times. We're going to give you the MVP. No, they ain't going to do that. Hanish, what's up? Eagles will win. Ish Khan, let's not forget, Eagles did not have a great linebacker core, the one that the Eagles have hungry defense. And Ish, they're doing it without Nakobe Dean, who I was hard on. I was very hard on Nakobe Dean, but Nakobe Dean proved me wrong. And this is why I really wish people who watch the channel have an open mind and just not be so closed mind when it comes to the Cowboys or the Eagles. Just open your mind a little bit. You think so? I don't know about the low scoring. I hear a lot of people saying low scoring. I can't bet against Mahomes. Barkley will have 150. Yeah, I don't think he gets to 2, but I could see him opening up and getting a couple long runs to get him close to that $150. 40 over 150. Chiefs have not allowed a 100-yard rusher all year. Victor, there's a lot of stats when you look into the stats, but they haven't played a team like the Eagles all year. Just saying. I would say the closest team would be Buffalo, and Buffalo, in my mind, is nowhere near as good as the Eagles. They're not. Eagles are healthy for the most part. Eagles are healthy where it counts, offense and defensive line. And they're getting Brandon Graham back, their emotional leader who could get to the quarterback. Things are aligning. Daz, I'm not arguing, man. If you think it's low scoring, I mean that's cool. I don't have a problem. Chiefs defense is very underrated, but it's pretty good. Marcus, they have a very good defense, a very good defensive coach. I think it's simple. I think if Mahomes can get to his first read and get rid of the ball quick, Eagles are in trouble because he's going to dink and dunk your ass to death, and then he opens up the tight end game. Who's gonna cover the Travis Kelce and Peyton Hendershot and company. Eagles have to deal with Mahomes and the refs in this game. Yeah, Marcus, you're right about that. I'm already calling for something. I'm not saying who's it going to go against. Probably the Eagles, but the refs will be heard. The only thing I'm worried about are the refs. Yeah, there you go. Jordan Mailata. Again, as a Cowboy fan, I would just hope that people would be honest. That doesn't mean that your life's coming to an end if you admit that they have a great offensive line. I don't know. That's was one of the greatest draft picks of all time, Daz. But the story was incredible because Howie. Everybody gives Howie. I always like to bust on Howie, but Howie has stepped his game up, and more power to him. He had 2 ways to go in his career. Howie Roseman. He could have allowed what. the new offensive Chip Kelly. I mean, he could have allowed the narrative that what Chip Kelly did to him and put him in a broom closet for however many years, 2, 3 years, to be the narrative of his career. No, he came out of the broom closet and he turned his career around. I mean, you have to, as a fan, you have to look and say, "Wow, yeah, hey, good job, Howie." Voch loves O-line. Vinny, I love O-line too, but you remember the 90s O-line? I just got done saying Jordan Mailata. I don't know, Eagle fans. What round was he taking? 6th or 7th? Again, we don't need to take like first round offensive line every year. Our best offensive line, we had Mark Tuinei, was a converted defensive tackle. We had Nate Newton, okay? Nate Newton, who was cut in Washington. All right? Mark Stepnoski, a journeyman. Kevin Gogan, a journeyman. Nobody wanted him. I mean, it goes on and on. Larry Allen, I believe, was the second-round pick out of Sonoma State. 90s Cowboys O-line had 2 All-Pro that were defensive linemen, Tuinei and Newton. There you go, Oscar. But they weren't drafted. Ryan Sixers signed a G League player. Yeah, that's my life. We got a G League player. Best team is built the trenches on offense and defense. Yeah, right. I agree with that, but I'm just saying you don't have to have it in the first round. You have to find a way to find those guys in the later rounds. My opinion. A great offensive line, a great defensive line will win you a lot of games. Logan, what's up? Eric Wallace, what's up, brother? How you been? I don't watch Mark Holmes, but okay, Eagle fans. LOL. I've been a Dean season since we drafted him. That is not me. Not me, but I'm going to stand on facts. So if he had a good year, I got to tip my cap. Yo, Game Time sent you an email about the Dr. Stephen Greer interview. Dustin, I will check it out tonight. I did see something come over about Stephen Greer. Didn't Von Miller win MVP? Yes, you are correct, Paco, but with all the stars on the Eagles, I just don't see that happening with Jalen Carter. It could if he wrecks a game that bad. Logan Motorsports is the only Eagles fan I like. He's always been nice. They're mostly nice. Arthur, we had #1 defense in 92 and top 2. Well, see, that's what cracks me up because I listen to certain outlets and they don't even know the facts of what they're talking about. I mean, it's just dumbfounding. They're saying how good the Chiefs' defense is. Well, the facts are Eagles have the #1 rated defense. So, not since 92. This is a fact. You could check me on it. Not since 92 has a #1 defense and the #1 running game went to the Super Bowl. Not since 1992. You have the leading rusher and the #1 defense has gone to the Super Bowl. It was the Cowboys, and then it was the Eagles. What do they have in common? Running game, offensive line, defensive line. The main reason the Eagles are good is because Howie Roseman, he's unreal. He's on a roll, bro. Brian, how long does this feeling heals? It doesn't go away, Aisha. You got to find a way you have to put it somewhere. You got to put the grief somewhere. Every day I come to work, I pass the cemetery. I see where my parents, I don't go into the cemetery, but I know they're right there. My grandparents, I got friends buried in there. My brother's down Mays Landing. So he's not as close to me, but, it doesn't go anywhere. You got to just put it somewhere and move forward in life. 7th round. Okay, Daz. 7th round. Now the best left tackle in the league, and that's unheard of. Yeah, that's why I'm saying. You don't need to... I just don't like the narrative that you have to take a first round. You do not have to take a first round. You gotta do your job, scout them up, coach them up, and go find them. Larry Allen was not a first-round pick. I don't agree with that, Brian. High and O-line is very important. No, I like, yeah, second round. That's different than a top 12 pick. Lane Johnson, okay, that's one. We have, I understand that. Becton has had a disappointing career up until now. Why is that? If he never came to the Eagles, he would be a disappointment. They're coaching him up. They're hard to find. I'm not saying later. I'm just saying the last thing I want is Josh Simmons from Ohio State, who I like, coming off an ACL, being drafted at number 12. No, thank you. Well, I just got done rattling off the whole Dallas Cowboy offensive line. So what do we have? 5 miracles? And that was in a more physical era, Daz, where it was ridiculous. You could hold all the time. Jorge, what's up? Gina, Dallas, Diva, there you are. What's going on? How you been? How's your hubby? Eagles can thank their big brother Giants for the Super Bowl run. Yeah, Aisha's not doing good, Gina. Aisha's not doing well. When was the funeral, Aisha? Is it over? Be here Sunday for you game time. Thanks, Matt. We're going to have some fun. We're going to give away a lot to channel members. So, thanks, Gina. Appreciate you. Flip Shelton. Kansas City 3 in a row. I'll tell you one thing. If Kansas City wins, they are going to earn it. Giants, Eagles, little sister. Hey, game time. I really like Nate Singleton the more I see film on. Nate Singleton. Help me out. Where's he from? The name sounds familiar. Thanks, Rolo. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's like buttered sausage. Buttered sausage. On smoking turkey for the end of this. Wow. I'm not smoking no turkey. We might just get some takeout. Don't worry. As soon as the season's over, I'll get the smoked meat videos. Don't worry. We'll do the old Mark Holmes. Yeah, do some food videos. We'll come up with some stuff. We got to get through this game on Sunday, and then we start it. Okay. You didn't have it yet, Aisha? Wings and buffalo dip. Can't go wrong with that. We got a place down of the original Piccalilli Inn. That could be smoked prime rib roast. Now you're speaking my language. Hello from New Orleans, working Super Bowl. George, DC for life. Look at you living well. God bless you, brother. Bernard Taylor, how are you, man? How are you? Everybody good. I'm liking this. This is a positive stream. I like it. You have the address at game time. Come on over. You got it. I'm doing good, Logan. Brian, I heard they have great wings. Oscar. Very good. Very good. They have ears and tails, they call them. Basically, the tails are the boneless white meat in the breaded and deep fried, and then they have a buffalo sauce on it. Or they have the ears, which are more flat and bigger. Very good. Happy Friday Eve. Yes, Raymond Walker. What's up, brother? Randy McIntyre coming. Steps up to the show. Darlene Mosher and David. This could possibly be David. I can't wait till the Super Bowl is over until we can see what we're going to do. Yeah, and, you know, we'll be here to be positive or negative. Okay? Just remember, I'm not perfect, but what I will do is give you my honest opinion. So, and I'll try and, if it indeed needs to be negative, it'll be negative. I'm scared of the Chiefs. It's cheating. I don't know, Bernard. I don't know that I would say cheating. I would say if I'm the Eagles, you need to get some distance. Have a 10-point lead. How's that? Don't let this shit come down to the end. Brian, will you go to Green Bay for the draft? Victor, I don't think so, buddy. I think we're gonna stay home, and I know me and Phil. Maybe I'll give him the first round to stream, and I'll do the rest, or we'll take turns. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But nah, we're going to be home. But all right, everybody. It's past a half hour. I got to roll. Bells and sirens are going off. So I don't want to get in trouble. I work for the government. So I'm heading back to the post office to finish out my 8-hour day. And I will talk to you possibly later. Peace out.